What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the Jugcast Show. What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody, man? Hope everybody's doing well out there. So, in this podcast, we're going to be discussing the book Tune In Anytime by Caroline B Cooney. So, in this one, that's kind of like a soap opera because Sophie is 16 and her mom is a little bit nuts. Her mom is like, she's kind of like an introvert because she's focused on herself. She's focused on, everything going on with her. And her dad is getting remarried to this girl named Persia. And Persia is her sister Marley's roommate in college. Now, how the book starts out is basically Sophie's on her bed and she hears her dad coming down the steps, coming in the house or whatever. And she's like, all right, I'm going to go talk to dad, tell him everything that's been going on with me today, what a great day I've had, blah, 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 blah. So she goes in there and she don't see Persia, but she sees her dad and she's like, what is this? What's going on? And he tells her, he's like, me and Persia are getting married. And she's like, huh, dad, you can't be serious. You still with Ma. You can't marry this girl? Like, what is you talking about? So, anyways, so it goes on to this big thing. And her mom is just like, oh, I can't do anything about it. Blase, blase, blase. I don't want to waste my time trying to fight it. I don't feel like arguing. I don't feel like blah, blah. And she's just like, Mom, what are you talking about? And so then you find out that she has this obsession with the stones on the Larkman's property. Ted Larkman, Mr. Larkman, and Mrs. Larkman. So Ted is out there in the field where all the stones are, and this stone is supposed to be like a stone circle, an ancient circle. And Marley doesn't understand why her mom won't fight for the family to still be together either, or fight because he wants to sell the house. He tells Sophie and her mom Edith that they're gonna have to get an apartment and live in the apartment. And so basically Sophie comes up with this idea and her friends kind of lead her towards it. But before all this happens, they she's talking about the stones being ancient. Edith is talking about the stones being ancient and all that. And Ted's kind of like, okay, you're a little bit nuts, lady, but whatever. I'll kind of, go along with it, play along with your shit, play along with your idea or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. But so then Edith and Ted approach her parents or his parents and are like, we want to have, or she wanted to have this party at the out there in the field where the stones were. And so yeah, they agree to it and blah 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 blah. And Sophie is just like, oh my god, Mom, are you really serious right now? Are you serious right now? Like, for real? And her mom's like, yeah, we're gonna have this solstice party at the Larkman's property in this field where all these stones are. And so they were going to move old number 5, which was like one of the big stones. And so Sophie is talking to her dad one day and she's like, all right, well, we're gonna go see Marley. You're coming with us, blah 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 blah. So she's in the car, and Persia and her dad start kissing and doing all this other extra shit, and she's like, I don't want no part of this. I'm getting out the car. She's like, stop the car, Dad. And so she jumps out the car, and um so she goes back home, and grant you, Dad doesn't even call to make sure she's okay or whatever. So basically, um Sophie, um they go back home, and then her dad comes a little bit later and wants her mom to sign some papers over about the house. And and in the meantime, her and Ted get closer and everything, and she's talking to Marley about Ted, and uh Marley's talking to Sophie about Joe, and Joe is this guy that Sophie meets. So honestly, the book is kind of like a soap opera because there's so much drama and so much crazy shit going on. I mean, so then her friends, Sophie's friends, and her come up with this plan to bulldoze the house because Ted's family is they have bulldozers and things like that for moving stones and doing other stuff. So she approaches Ted about it, and Ted's like, well, you're crazy. My father would kill me if I helped you. So blah 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 blah. So he takes Sophie on a so he gets his dad to take Sophie on a bulldozing lesson on how to run a bulldozer. So he does that, and he just thinks the dad, I guess, just thinks that she wants to, be just want to know how a bulldozer works and blah blah blah. And just how any curious kid would be about a bulldozer. Just, oh wow, it's a big huge machine. Let's see how this works. I want to see how it works, how it goes, how it moves, all this extra. Blah 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 blah. So then basically, so they're all at the party. Comes the day of the party, everybody is dancing around, and Joe and Marley are there, and Joe is Marley's boyfriend, and Joe is a doctor. And Marley is the type that just screams and screams and screams. She won't stop screaming. Um but basically, so they're all at the solstice party, and Sophie really don't want nothing to do with Ted because he told her he originally wouldn't help her, but at the last minute he runs and he gets the bulldozer and loads it up on the back of the truck and takes it over to the Edith's property. So, what happens to the house? Does it get bulldozed down, or what happens? I don't know. You guys are gonna have to read the book to find out. Again, the book is Tune In Anytime by Caroline B Cooney. You can find it on Bard or anyway you can get books. Your local library. Audible probably has it. Just anywhere you can find books. Great book. I loved it. If I had to rate it, I'll give it probably. If it had to be 1 out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it like. I'd probably give it a 5 because it was a really interesting book. But so if y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any future videos from your boy. And so yeah, man. So that's what's up, man. And I am done. I'm out. I'm gone. Hope y'all enjoyed. Like I said, subscribe so you don't miss content from me, and turn on all notifications. Alright, I'm out. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out, y'all. Peace.